All right, let's go ahead and get to Auburn versus Northwestern. That's Auburn at 6-4 versus number 14 Northwestern at 6-2. And that was also New Year's Day at 1 p.m. on ABC at the Vrbo Citrus Bowl from Camping World Stadium in Orlando. Yeah, Northwestern won this one 35-19. I got the points in this one. This was just bad. And
I kind of loved it.
Yeah, from an SEC standpoint, bad.
Don't do that. Don't
do
that.
I can understand.
I spent the last 4 years in Chicago. This is their team. They're like the baby ones. They're like, you can go to Northwestern game. It's fine. They're the smart kids. Beautiful campus, by the way. Obviously, I want SEC to do well because we get more money for our conference. But it was kind of cool to see the underdogs of the Big Ten after working for the Big Ten, after being in the same city as them for several years. And I'm a Bama fan, and Auburn lost, so it's kind of funny.
I was going to say, that's kind of like a win-win for you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the tone was set early in this game. Northwestern scored on a deep pass, and then Auburn promptly followed that up by going 3 and out. And that just sort of was an indication of how things were going to go. It seemed like Auburn was playing from behind this whole game. And especially late in the third, early in the fourth was when the wheels really seemed to fall off. When Northwestern just let lose a flurry of points. Interesting note here: Tank Bigsby was out for medical reasons for Auburn, and then also Anthony Schwartz, their speedster, he was out as well. So, I mean, I think those are two big losses for Auburn. Again, not making excuses, but it is a factor. So, Jesse, you've already kind of shared a little bit. Do you have anything else to add to this game, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think Northwestern's defense did a great job. And I think them as a team overall this season, and hopefully in upcoming seasons, are a team to play with. They're not the team to snooze on anymore. They're not that cupcake that the Big Ten can count on. You can still probably count on Rutgers, but they're not the Vanderbilt of the Big Ten anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what they were. They're the smart school. They're the ones that everyone's like, well, you still got to go to Northwestern to play. I think they're building a decent football program there, and they're not somebody that you should sleep on. Their coach, and I'm forgetting his name, Pat Fitzgerald, walked into the game looking like a dad going to a barbecue. Loved that. Just shorts and a short sleeve polo, and he was ready in his little tennis shoes. But I think the thing that I'm really finding interesting after watching Auburn and going into next season, yes, this was a team that was being led by an interim head coach. As we all remember, Gus Bus got kicked to the curb. So that's a factor for sure.
I still don't agree with, just so we're clear on that.
No. But I don't think, and maybe you guys disagree, I don't think Bo Nix is guaranteed a starting spot next year. I think next season we're going to have a quarterback battle on the Plains, and I'm very interested to see it because I have not seen from the Auburn games. I've watched the highlights, the stats, the progression that you should see in a quarterback from a freshman season to a sophomore season. And I think whoever they recruit, whoever sits behind him right now, might have a decent shot at beating him out for that starting spot because he may have been handpicked by Gus Malzahn, but Gus is gone.
Yeah. And I'm really intrigued to see, especially when we get into our recruiting episode, which should be coming up, not next episode, but the one after, to see how each one of these classes is shaping up. So, yeah.
Auburn also gets transfers all the time, too.
Right.
They'll get a quarterback transfer.
But I definitely agree with you that the development just hasn't really been there. But who knows, maybe next year with the new system, maybe he will develop more. Maybe we'll see a completely different Bo Nix. But right now, we haven't really seen what we want to see. Matt, what are your thoughts on this game?
I don't like an SEC team losing to a Big Ten team at all. I don't have anything personally against Northwestern. This is just a bad look. And there's a lot of factors that went into it. Like you said, they were playing two very key positions down. They also had an interim head coach. It's not a good situation. And the Auburn faithful have to kind of be scratching their heads going, what are we doing here? Not a good look. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Have I gotten any bloody points in the pick'em? By the way, I have not noticed.
Not this week, actually.
No. Ouch. Ouch.
So
that hurts a lot.
So hold on, don't get ahead of ourselves here, but it's going to be, this final pick is crucial, is all I'm going to say. So